this is Anna. Welcome to another video, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about consistency and taking action and what I'm doing to, be more consistent, because it's something that I really struggle with. I've been wanting to start YouTube for more than a year now, like really more than a year. Wow, that's shocking. And I finally started, and it's because I watched a lot of YouTubers and like Michelle B and Lavender, and they really talk a lot about going after the life that you want, and Amy Landino as well. And I don't know, I just got tired of waiting around and not making stuff happen for myself. So these are some things that I'm trying to focus on so that I can be more consistent with my... I'm sorry, I'm looking down. It's because I've got my notes on my phone. And anyway, so these are some of the things that I've been trying to focus on to be more consistent, so that I can upload every week, so that I can work on my blog every week. And I don't know, these are some, they're not like really big things, but they do help me focus, so I thought I would share them with you. One thing I'm trying to focus on is creating at least one thing every week, whether that is a YouTube video or a blog post or a sketch or a design for my Society 6 shop. And honestly, I'm trying to focus on having all three of that in 1 week. So every week I try to create a YouTube, every week I'm making a YouTube video and uploading it to YouTube. Every week I'm making a blog post and uploading it to my blog. And not every week, but every 2 weeks I have a new design on my Society 6 shop. So that's something that's really helped me. It's just focusing on having one thing every week. And I don't know, it's helped. I don't know why. It's just, it never occurred to me to just like focus at least one thing a week. And it's working. I'm creating at least 2 things every week, and it's making me really happy. I'm not making it overly complicated, so it's not that hard to create one thing a week. That's what I'm saying. It's something small that you can focus on, and I don't know, it helps to be consistent, and it means you're taking action. Another thing that helps, actually complements the first thing, is spending at least an hour on the thing that I want to do. So for me, I have a few things that I like to do, which are my YouTube, my blog, my Instagram, and my Society 6 shop. So that's 4 things. That's a lot of things, but I try to break it down and spend at least 1 hour on, not on each of these things, but at least in one of these things. So I don't know, if today I'm spending an hour doing YouTube stuff, maybe tomorrow I'll spend an hour doing blog stuff, and the other day I'll spend an hour doing Instagram stuff. So I try to at least do an hour. And what I find, that once I'm in the flow of things, once I'm doing these things for at least an hour, it kind of makes me want to keep going. So I end up doing a lot more, and it helps me create my one thing and it helps me create my one thing a week, and it's been really helping me. So maybe I don't know, maybe you work a full-time job, or maybe you go to college the entire day, and so but you can find at least 1 hour in your day so you can focus on the thing that you want to achieve. So if that's a YouTube video, you can focus on filming and editing and stuff like that. If it's a blog, the same thing. You can focus on writing and editing your blog posts and uploading and all of that. So try to do that. It's easier than it seems. Actually, it's pretty okay. So you just have to find a window of time on your day where you can focus for just an hour. I'm telling you, an hour passes really fast, but you can get a lot done in an hour. So it's really good to try to at least do this 1 hour a day, which will totally get you closer to what you want to do. Another thing that I try to do is break down my goals into tiny steps. So if my goal is to grow my audience on YouTube, what do? I have to create videos. So into videos, I have to film, which is what I'm doing right now. I have to film, I have to put the files in my computer, I have to edit it, and I have to make the thumbnail, and I have to upload it, and I have to advertise it. So there's a lot that goes into it, and I just try to break it down into all these little steps so that I don't get overwhelmed, and that, it's easier, because let's say if I only have that 1 hour a day, I can make beat just film for that 1 hour, and then the other day I'll edit for an hour, and and there it goes. And so just really break it down again. It really helps so that it's not so overwhelming, because sometimes a big goal can really seem overwhelming and daunting, and it can seem like you're never going to get there. But if you break it down into tiny things that you can do, it's always easier, because it doesn't seem like such a big thing. It's just a tiny thing that you have to do, and then a lot of tiny things just add up, and it just, I don't know, it feels easier when it's small steps. And another thing that I'm not great at doing, but I am trying to do it, is getting the worst thing out of the way first. So get the elephant out of that room. So if my biggest challenge is editing, and that day, let's say today, this is not what I have to do today, but let's say I have to film, I have to edit, and I have to, I don't know, do a sketch and try and start developing a design for my Society 6 shop. So what would I do, since the hardest thing for me there is editing? I would start by editing. So I would edit my video, maybe not the one that I would be filming that day, but I would edit a video that had to be edited. Then I would go to filming, because filming is actually the second hardest thing to do. And then I would go to drawing, because drawing for me is much easier. I don't have the pressure, not pressure, but I don't have to sit in front of a camera, I don't have to be talking, and I don't have to be thinking about editing and what song am I gonna put in, or is this cut okay, and all those little things. So again, trying to get the hardest thing out of the way first, because at least for me, if I keep leaving it to do it last, I end up not doing it, because it's just such, something that I don't want to do, but I have to, and I just keep putting it off, and I end up not doing it, which is what happened last week. I kept leaving the things I didn't want to do to last, and I ended up not doing any of them. So I do encourage you to start with the hardest thing first. It will help boost your productivity so freaking much. So those are the tips that I have for you today. I hope these help you as much as they are helping me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!